Another thing that we've been talking about a lot, and I don't know if we've had a system attached to it yet, so it's hard, I feel like, for this topic to be super systematic, but is how are we showing our faith in front of our kids? So, obviously praying at meal times is big, praying before bed is big, but how are we basically professing our belief through action in front of our kids?
I mean, I think the kids see me pray for people or
for sure.
give people encouraging words. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But even another way is our kids are so young that, but they pick up on things so fast. But they don't come into worship with us. So we thought to ourselves, we've been in settings where we have brought them into worship with us. It's
like on Sunday, it's too much.
It's wild.
We can't.
And it's just not a season right now for that.
No.
But within the confines of our home, one of the things that I really like doing is our weekly worship sessions, because it gives opportunity for them to see us worship, but it also gives us opportunity to teach what order looks like, what respect looks like, what worshiping the Lord looks like, so that when they're ready to transition into worshiping with us, they're able to. So that's one aspect. But the other thing is just I feel like it's a big deal for them to see us basically surrendered for the Lord, because we're not at a stage where it's like we're explaining all of our decision making. Like, kids, we're making this decision, and we're doing it without anxiety because the Lord has commanded us to, to not worry about tomorrow. And so there are moments where, we can take time to do that. And we're trying to do that, but it's like, how are we being intentional in front of our kids? Not just speaking, but for them to actually witness and see. So we're still trying to kind of figure out what that looks like to make it holistic. But walking in faith, what does that look like to do for ourselves, and then also showcasing it, for our kids. So just another thing that we're thinking about.
And it's good just to have it on the forefront of our minds. I think that this can easily get forgotten about.
Yeah.
And, we were in youth ministry for a lot of years, and so we got to see the fruit of families who did forget about that, even though the mom and dad was super strong in their faith. They weren't showing their kids. And so kids were riding on the coattails of their families not having their own faith and their own experience, seeing that. And so I think that we're just a little bit more aware of it. But anyways, that's kind of a long short update of what's going on